today is about the launch of your property. Hi, my name is Jeroen Hoppe. I'm the author of the Clapham property blog, and welcome to video 8 of my video series on investment tips and tricks for landlords and property developers. So today is video 8. We're going to talk about launching your property onto the market. So imagine this, you've bought a new property, you're planning to develop it or refurbish it or whatever you're going to do, and you're planning to exit the transaction. So you're either going to let it at the end or resell it at a profit, of course. You want to get rid of that property as quickly as you possibly can. So that exit transaction, you want that to be literally back to back. So here's a 5-step plan to make sure that you get the quickest back-to-back transaction possible. So we're going to dive right in there. Firstly, we're going to grow the demand. So obviously when you've bought the property, you've got the builders in there, you think, okay, well, I can't do anything right now because normally you would take photographs and launch it onto the market when it's all ready. Wrong. So what you want to do is you want to start marketing before it's ready. So we're going to create a vision of the property. You've always obviously got in your head what you're going to do, what color schemes, what scatter cushions, what color curtains, all that sort of thing. So collate all that information, try and get some Google images or go onto Pinterest. Pinterest is a really good one, and try and create the vision. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the floor plan, take all those vision photos, we're going to send it off to someone to make a CGI, so a computer generated image of the property. There's all sorts of clever people that use AutoCAD and SketchUp and what have you to make these 3D really realistic visualizations of the property. So we're going to use that to inspire the audience, show them what you're all about. So step 2, we're going to create a video as well. So once we've hired someone on a platform like People Per Hour or Fiverr.com to do these beautiful images for us, and I'll just show you a few just now of the ones that I've done in the past. So you've got these images. What we're going to do is we're going to take that a step further. So we're going to do like a video. All these platforms, yeah, they obviously cost money. It'll be about £100 or $150, whatever. But you're creating waves, right? You are creating a product that people will be proud of. So how can someone show off their friend their house down the pub? Well, it's going to be with these amazing CGIs. That's how. So what you're doing is you're actually creating the product before your builders have finished. And that way you're getting ahead of the game in terms of marketing. So people obviously want something that is desirable. So you're creating that vision, that desirability. You're creating the product before the builders have even completed. So there you go. That's step 2. Moving on to step 3, we're going to start talking about the property with local agents once you've done all the CGI business. So you've got these pictures, they're all ready to go, it looks beautiful. So it gives the agents a vision for your end product as well, because trust me, I've been an estate agent for 15 years, and when people come to me and they say, well, I've got a brand newly refurbished house, what's it worth? Well, I can't tell you whether it's worth £1,800 or £3,000 a month, or whether it's worth £300,000 or £500,000. I can't tell, you see, because one man's new is another man's, this is rubbish, I'm ripping it out. And that's the problem. You've got to show people what it's going to be. There's no good saying it's going to have a brand new kitchen, because a brand new, cheapest of the range kitchen from B&Q is not the same as a hand-built oak job from wherever. There's a significant quality difference. So even though people put in brand new things, it could look like absolute junk. Take cars, for example. A brand new shiny Aston Martin is not the same as a brand new shiny Skoda. They're both brand new, but you'll probably agree with me, one is significantly more desirable and hence it commands a higher price. Now the production of the car doesn't cost that much more, does it? Yet there's a vastly different profit margin. So what we're doing is we're going to market like car manufacturers and get you that extra profit margin, right? So once you've done all these computer generated images, you want to start talking to these agents, right? They'll start getting people in mind. They've got the photos in front of them. You've not instructed them or anything like that. But when you start talking to them, they get a better idea of what you're about when they can see it with their own eyes. It's all good and well telling them new kitchen. Show them you're going to put in that white gloss thing with the really nice worktops and the beautiful splashback. Show them you're going to put in a double American fridge freezer with a water cooler, whatever it may be. Show them in the photos, right? Because in their head they're thinking, wow, this is a really switched on investor. This is going to be a really easy deal because I've got these photos, these visualizations already. I can start matching applicants now. Oh, you know what? I've got someone for that. I reckon I've got someone who will take that. And they'll start ringing you going, hey, Mr. Investor or Mrs. Investor, you know what? I've just spoken to someone and I think your property will be perfect for them because they've already seen what it's going to be like. So they can start either taking a deposit, expressions of interest, or perhaps even marketing it off plan. If you're building a block of 6 flats, you want to be selling off plan like the big boys do. Taylor Wimpey, Barrett Homes, they all sell off plan. How do they do that? Well, they get great models, don't they? You can copy that. So, you can go a step further as well. So this is step 4. Take the marketing material you've collated, right? You've been talking to the agents, you've got all the stuff ready. You can build your own marketing brochure, your own marketing prospectus, just like the big boys, Taylor Wimpey and Barrett Homes do as well. It doesn't have to be massive. Just get something typed up, show them what you've done, a little bit of a journey thing to come up with this end product. Whether you are letting or selling, it adds value. You can even go as far as to make post a video onto YouTube because you've already done a video, the 3D walkthrough, or you can create a personalized website for the property. It doesn't cost very much to make a domain. If you've already got a YouTube channel, you can stick it on there, of course. But if you go the whole 9 yards, pay a tenner or something for a domain and stick the video on there, the marketing brochure, you can actually get people talking about the development, the agents. The agents will talk about it to their applicants. They might even send them to the website as well. Don't put contact details on there per se because naturally the agent will be loath to put the applicants in direct contact with you because they'll lose out on their fee. But it's a great way to showcase your development. Also for future developments that you go and do, it adds to your credibility factor. So step 5, the last step, turn your launch day into an event. So you've created so much demand by all of the above that success at a big launch day is absolutely inevitable, right? You've got agents talking about it, you've got your website, you've got your little brochure, all that sort of thing. People have been talking about your development. Agents to the applicants, your fellow investor friends, they may have mentioned it to their friends, family, tenants, what have you. You'll have loads of activity on the day. So get as many people around as you can, show off the property, showcase it, and I guarantee that you will have people lining up for it. This is not new. Apple do it with the iPhone. They sneak preview, they leak things to the press and what have you, and they get people queuing up before the launch day. Car manufacturers do all this as well. They always take test drives out and they put those black and white swirly designs on the car so you can't quite make out the lines or what have you. They all do that on purpose. They do that on purpose to get people talking about it, to get people interested before it's launched. So creating that demand, because no one wants to put a product on the market and go, right, here it is. And no one knows about it and no one buys it and no one's interested in it. I could think of tons of products where they've leaked little things to the press. They've talked to online editors of websites and things to get interest for their product going before the launch day. So they've already sort of pre-sold stuff on the launch day. This is a little bit different because it's property. You can only sell one, or maybe if you're doing a small development, it's a little bit different. You've got a couple of units to sell. But the same principles apply. If you create the demand before you actually have it finished, you're guaranteed more success on the launch day. It's that simple. So you create the demand, and you finally satisfy that demand by bringing it to the market. And hopefully that will give you a successful back-to-back transaction. So those were the 5 steps to a successful property launch. I hope you enjoyed that. Do tune in next time for another episode in this video series. And as always, if you need to pick my brain on anything, send me a quick email, jeroen@claphampropertyblog.com, or just find me on one of the social media platforms. See you next time.